This is not what wealth look like. Stick around, check the video out, man. Subscribe so you catch all this content, man. I'm gonna show y'all and explain what real wealth is symbolized by. Oh man, it's your dog DP, and we in an episode of Kicking Game for the Next Generation, man. I'm trying to share as many tips and skills and knowledge as I can with the next generation so they'll know not to make the mistakes that we made and move in the right steps, right, to put themselves in position to win, right? And we started off in the intro talking about this blame. Now, I was about blinged out, man. I was blinged out on you, man. I can get icy, right? But I want to speak on the fact that most people are misguided into thinking that the social media life that we see today, we think that that's real life and that represent real wealth, and that we can judge people on their financial, where they at financially off of social media because uh, I call social media the army, just like we say in jail, man. When you're in jail, you're in the army. You can be all you can be, man. You can be anything you want to be, right? So that's what social media is, right? And social media got a lot of people tied up and twisted up in the mind to where that they don't understand what real wealth is, right? Wealth is not uh, you getting some money and then going to spend that money on some stuff that when you buy it, you lose because it's got an overhead, right? Jewelry is the best example because a lot of people when they get some money, they run to go get some bling, some jewelry. The Cubans and all of that, it done became a big thing. We've been doing this, man. And they trying to keep it going, but to a whole nother level where you pretty much got everybody, man, squares, your gang bangers, your street dudes, your corner hustlers, everybody trying to chase the same image to make it look like they got true wealth, right? But I'm gonna show y'all one thing, right, that is a symbol of true and real wealth. And this is how wealthy people symbolize they that they're wealthy, right? Let me show you a couple of documents, right? And these documents that I'm showing y'all, right? And I got two more here, right? But I'm gonna just read from one so y'all can understand what we working with, right? And I'm just gonna read the title and a couple more other little things. General warranty deed, right? Made this blank by blank. I ain't trying to put everybody in my business out. I'm gonna mention me in the business, but everybody else's business ain't my business to be putting out all over the world, right? But whose address is such and such, herein called the grantor to PFS Solutions LLC, a Florida limited liability company, whose post office address is blah 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 blah. Basically, this is titled to a commercial property, right? This is titled to a commercial property. This is title to a commercial property, right? When you got the title, that means it's yours, right? That means ain't no financing, ain't no mortgage, ain't no none of that. That is how you symbolize wealth. Wealthy people take their money and they invest it in stuff. They don't sit around and hold on to a bunch of money and take and put on videos and show that they got these stacks and stacks of money on the table somewhere. You never seen Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Donald Trump, none of these people that we know are wealthy doing none of these things. We don't see Donald Trump with a mouthful of gold like me. We don't see Donald Trump with Cuban bracelet, necklace, tennis chain, bracelet, necklace set, Cuban bracelet, necklace set, rings, all of this different stuff because they don't throw their money away. They don't throw their money away. The only reason I don't feel so bad about this stuff right here, right now, is because I bought it when gold was cheaper, and I can go and sell it and make a profit really right now because gold done went up. But those are not the things that symbolize wealth. Society is in a place where we push for all of the wrong things, and when we get money, right, we throw it at all of the wrong stuff, and then when we get in them hard times, we don't got nothing to fall back on but them things that we went and wasted our money on, and now guess what? They ain't worth what you paid for them, right? These here, warranty deeds, right, or assets, right? True assets either earn passively or grow, right, in what they are worth, right? So get it out your head that, because you see somebody on social media with big Cuban, first of all, you got to question whether it's real or not in these day and ages, right? And second, you got to question, did he spend all this money, right, to get your attention, right? And is he really living like he portraying he or she, because I'm not going to make, because we all do it, right? Male, female, black, white, purple, orange, yellow, blue, brown. It don't matter, right? Everybody is doing this because everybody is on social media. Everybody is using content, right? And even in this space, right, in the YouTube streets, it's hard to get the traction that you need to get if you ain't talking about something stupid, right, or putting on this fake persona for the world to follow. That seems to be what people want, right? People seem to want the fake wealth, the look-alike wealth. They don't seem to be wanting to have investments and assets that will last them a lifetime. And that's what we call generational wealth, things that we can pass on to the next generation that will help them get through their journey. You know what I'm saying? The jury, we can't, come on, man. Come on, man. It don't make sense. And I'm just to the point where I put this channel together, and I got a couple other channels that I'm promoting positivity, right? I'm promoting change in the culture, right? I'm not saying that because I still consider myself a gangster, right? Because that's where I come from, right? I come from being a gangster, and I just turned that mentality into a positive mentality. So I ain't no less of a gangster. I'm just an honest and legal gangster, right? I'm still gonna hustle. I'm still gonna get me some money, right? So ain't nothing changed. I just ain't breaking the law, and that's what I'm trying to push. That's why I share the things that I share. I ain't sharing the things I share. Well, I am sharing it to make some money because it got a price, but that come into creating the products, all of the effort and everything that I put into them. But at the end of the day, I'm here and I'm representing for the ones that's pushing the positive. If you pushing the positive or you support the positive, turn on the notifications, subscribe, share the videos. If I pass a message on that you think somebody needs to hear, share it with them. If you see one of my clips and it's a message that just might touch somebody, it just, you never know. It just might be that little bit they needed to push them in the right direction, right? Because one thing I know is they don't want to hear it from these suit wearers and pencil necks, however you want to call it. They don't want to hear it from them, because they look up to us. They don't look up to them. They look up to us. So we got to be the ones to show them that, man, you can do this thing being positive, right? You ain't got to stop being no hustler. You ain't got to stop being no G, right? I'm a G because I keep it real, right? I do good business, right? I tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? And if I give you my word, you can count on that. You can cash that check. That's a G. A G ain't got to do nothing to do with crimes and hurting people and all of that. Nah, that's not being a G. Being a G is being responsible, being productive, right, and being honest. A couple more things, but that's what it is, man. I don't know what it was, but I'm in my feelings, man, and I'm back in my zone, man. We back in the studio, so I'm finna start dropping content a lot more regularly, right, and a lot better quality than I'm able to do at my crib. I live like an hour away from my office where I'm at right now, my studio office, whatever you want to call it, is everything right now. But so that made it kind of hard, but I made some adjustments, and I'm gonna be able to spend a lot more time here in the studio, creating content for the channel, creating content for my other channel, and pushing my products and nurturing my clients. Y'all see, I'm representing scars of the game, wisdom of the future. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. My scars from being out there so long, right? And all the lessons I learned, right, is what enabled me to be able to, when I'm having conversation with these youngs, right? Like I done had some of my nephews and my friends' sons. We all refer to each other as uncle and nephew, right? So I done had some of them step to me and want advice on some street shit, right? And I'm like, no, you know what I'm saying? I can't even give you none of that, right? Because I wouldn't feel right if you went out there with the knowledge I done gave you and something happened bad to you. I don't be able to sleep at night, man. If I give somebody the game, right, and they go out there and crash, man, I'm gonna be just as injured from them crashing as anybody else, man. Because I genuinely, if I fuck with you, man, then I care about you. You know what I'm saying? If I don't fuck with you, then it is what it is. But check our shop out, man. Check the merch out, man. Our merchandise represent our mentality, right? If you share in the way we see this thing, man, and the way we trying to move with teaching and guiding our youth, support the channel, man. Support the channel, support the product. It's only gonna help the channel grow, help us put more money into the things that's gonna be able to provide and produce positive, right? Positive things for the youth, for the community, and for our people, because we need it, man. If we ain't never needed it before, we need it now, because it seemed like we just to a point where everybody self-destructing themselves financially because they trying to keep up with the Joneses. And I'm just not into that. I just don't see much sense in it when you could live a precise and measured life, right? And be able to do whatever you want, right? Be able to do whatever you want. When you get out there, you grind, you hustle, you make your money, instead of going and spending it on stuff that's gonna be, the money gonna be gone as soon as you spend it. Spend your money on something that's gonna be there forever. That's an asset, right? That's something that's gonna either always hold that wealth, right? Gain more, right? In that wealth, right? Or pay you passively, daily, weekly, monthly, or annually. That's it, man. I just wanted to come share that right quick. Quick video, quick topic, game for the next generation. Make sure to subscribe, turn on the notifications so you'll catch all of our content, and check out the shop, man. It might be something in there that could change your life. I'm gone. This your boy, DP, Kingpin Chronicles, game for the next generation.